always forget how good my car sounds. In the winter, you have all the windows closed and you really can't hear that much, but like you open up the windows, it's like, woo! What is going on YouTube? Today I want to talk about a few things. Mainly I want to talk about the new 2017 Nissan S16. And I just want to start off by saying I am the biggest fan of Nissan Silvias. Like, I am just on the Silvia bandwagon from day one. The first time I ever set my eyes on a Nissan Silvia S15 was in Gran Turismo. I didn't even know what a Silvia was, but I picked this car out and I was just drifting around that track on Gran Turismo and I thought it was the greatest car ever. I had no idea what it was. I just remember the taillights. I was like, man, that car's cool. Like, it's kind of fast and like it has good handling and stuff, and like I always won races with it. But it's not till Mighty Car Mods had an S15 that I really realized that that was the car that was racing in Gran Turismo. This car's freaking awesome. And so I have been the biggest fan of the S15. I had to slow down there. I was going 80 and there's always cops on the street. Anyways, I am so excited for this car. From the prototype photos, it looks similar to the S15 type of design, which I dig. So like, I think it should be good. They're planning on having the prototype at the 2016 Tokyo Auto Salon, I believe. And what the heck is this guy doing? Anyways, they're going to reveal it this year at the Tokyo Auto Show, and they really aren't quite sure what type of engine is going to be in it. They speculated that it'd be like a 1.8 turbo, or if it's going to be like a 2-liter turbo. They really just don't know. But the thing they do know is that the FRS and BRZ, they're going to have to step their game up if they want to still compete. Because if it is a 2-liter turbo in the Silvia, it's like game over for the FRS and BRZ. Because like the FRS and BRZ, when they came out, everybody was like, oh man, this is like the new 240SX. It's a simple platform, it handles well, and you can like drift it right off the bat, no problem. If the Silvia S16 is the same price range as they're saying the BRZ is, it's gonna be tough for the BRZ and FRS to sell if they're the same price and they don't even have turbos on them. So something's gonna happen. Something great, no doubt, is gonna happen, and I am very much excited for it. I will sell everything to get a hold of one if they do come out. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about there. Other than that, I wanted to address the current issue at hand, which is importing cars. You might not think there's any issues. You might think that it's still a pretty good deal, but it's not. I bought this car 2 years ago for $5,000, just almost $5,000, landed in Vancouver. And right now, with the exchange rate, it would be $6,000 landed in Vancouver. That's pretty bad, but it gets even worse. I was thinking about importing a Silvia, and for the price that you could have gotten a Silvia for $7,000 2 years ago, you'd have to spend $8,500 for the same car right now. So, yes, if you get a Subaru, I mean, you can't really go wrong on your value. If you're gonna get a car with that low kilometers, that decent condition here, you're gonna be spending a lot more still. So if you're importing something like a Subaru, you'll still be getting a good deal. But if you're thinking about getting something a bit nicer, RX-7, Silvia, Fairlady, Skyline, it will be priced a bit more than it has in the past. So personally, I was thinking about importing a Silvia, but I've kind of focused my attention just to this car now because the exchange rate's so bad, and I don't want to waste my money really. And so I'm just advising you guys, if you are thinking about it, Subarus are still a decent deal. Yes, you could have had them for cheaper price in the past, but they're still a decent deal. So you want to check your coolant, make sure you're at a good level, which I am, and you also want to check your oil. Which I am a bit more than I should be, actually. Whatever. Washer fluid is good enough. Man, my car, it's pretty mint. Pretty mint. Intercooler still looks good. Fluid's good. Brakes could be done soon. But yeah, other than that, all pretty good. That's one thing a lot of people forget to do when they import Subarus, is they forget to check the oil. And if you forget to check the oil, your engine's gonna blow. It's just gonna happen. And so I recommend checking your oil at least once a week, because often the rocker cover gaskets on the cars you import are 15 years old and they're right on the side of the engine. And so Subarus, the way that they are, they're opposed pistons. So when all that oil is just resting and also pumping through, it likes to just leak through that bottom gasket and starts just soaking the bottom of the engine. And you'll smell a lot of oil. Subarus always smell oily though, but you'll smell a lot more, and you'll notice that your oil consumption is significantly worse. You have a lot of oil consumption when you drive aggressively, and that's due to just the way that the engine is vented. And that's why a lot of guys recommend having catch cans, oil catch cans, so all that oil doesn't go back into the intake system because it just plugs it up. I should get a catch can soon, especially if I'm going to start racing. So I'll probably do an install sometime soon on that. And yeah, so just always make sure your oil is good. Also with Subarus, you want to make sure that your coolant is good, because head gaskets go eventually. I've seen on a lot of JDM vehicles that the head gaskets go around 160,000 kilometers, and so when that happens, you have to tear out the whole engine, and you have to tear out the whole engine and replace the gaskets. You might as well do the rocker cover gaskets when you're at it and stuff like that. So yeah, check your oil, check your coolant, make sure all your fluids are always good when you have a 15-year-old Subaru, because you don't want to run into any issues there. And it'd be good if you're mechanically inclined, go underneath the car, see if you can see moisture on the rocker cover gaskets, if there's any leaking there, and then move to the next layer with the head gaskets, see if it's leaking there, and go from there. And that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos soon. Thank you.